Hey guys, Josh MUFC here. I'm going to be giving you guys today a little run over of what a commercial cleaner should have in their caddy. It's dependent site to site, clean to clean, but I just thought I'd give you a rough idea over what I have in my cleaning caddy. This is just to give you an idea of sort of what goes into the clean, what sort of equipment we're carrying, and what you should expect from a trained commercial cleaner. So give me a sec, I'll get my caddy. Alright, this is a typical cleaning caddy here. You have chemicals, you have a whole bunch of things here. So, I'm going to start with the rags. What we have here, obviously different colour-coded rags. Now this varies cleaner to cleaner, company to company. I have green rags, essentially for all sort of desk surfaces, sinks, all this sort of stuff, just for general wiping and dusting. Some others use blue, some others use green, some others use red, but I have my own thing here. So green one, things like tables, doors, blinds, dusting, all that sort of stuff. Now there's two options for windows, usually for stainless steel fridges and sink tops and things like that. Doorknobs, I will use a blue general microfiber rag. Now I don't use them on windows at all when I'm doing a window clean, because you will find lots of little lint marks will be left streaky on the window. So that's usually just for doorknobs, taps, faucets, all that sort of stuff, and stainless steel countertops, where it's a little bit less obvious. On the flip side, when it comes to general spot cleaning on the windows, I will use a purple dedicated window rag, as you've seen in previous videos, and that's good just for bringing up a chemical, for example. Give the window a spray over, have a little spot mark, and you're just wiping it. Now, I didn't do that as a proper example there, but it's just to give you an idea that it'll leave it streak free. There's no lint, there's no microfiber fibers left over when you're wiping a window down. And next, for bathrooms, bathrooms and toilets, mainly toilets, you want to use a red rag. This sort of thing, just to prevent cross-contamination. Eventually they will end up in the washing machine and get washed down again anyway. So with those colours, that is the basis of what you're covering in any general office and amenities area. Now I'm going to move on to chemicals. Now it varies site to site and what you have as part of your scope of works to clean. But in a place where I am now, they have everything. They have desks, computer screens, windows. We do the bins, we do the toilets, we do everything. There's an office out the back with a warehouse attached. That's usually just a very basic clean, a quick wipe over everything using the green rag and the blue rag. Now, as for chemicals, the name doesn't really matter, but this is Mr. Bean. It is a berry-scented multi-purpose cleaner. So, like your spray and wipes, like any sort of disinfectant spray, it's good for chairs, tables, bench surfaces, counters, touch points, anything like that basically just used for general dusting, general cleaning. Now the one I show you with my microwave clean, this one's called Ultimate, the alkaline based cleaner. Basically it is a watered down version of an oven cleaner. It's slightly more heavy duty. It can be used as a multi-purpose cleaner, but I tend to use it more for, I guess, like your ovens and I occasionally use it in toilets because that needs a heavy scrub and sanitizing, because obviously it's very germy in a toilet. So I use that. It's not good on, say, polished wood, varnish, anything that's sort of got a clear coat, or Melamex or melamine or anything like that. So I tend not to use that for anything that has any kind of special coating on it. Now this here, while not directly used all the time, it's actually a floor cleaner. It's called Trojan. Now it is and can be used as a multi-purpose cleaner, but it actually needs to be heavily diluted. So I usually just take the cap off, the spray cap off, and pour about 5 to 10 mils into a bucket when I'm mopping. It's good for sort of your one of the linoleum type surfaces. So that's what I use that for. Obviously here, you've seen this, I've used this reflection. It's a window cleaner. That Doubled up with that, I use it on mirrors, I use it on stainless steel to bring up the polish, as you've seen in that sink clean that I've already done. So these combined together, wonderful for spot cleaning. When it comes to whole windows, I usually use a Lenswall and squeegee. There is a video coming for my process for that. So that's halfway through my chemicals now. For general spot cleans, not disinfecting or anything like that, for fridges, you use just a generic stainless steel cleaner. You can get it cheap, you can get it expensive. They pretty much do the same job. This one's just a cheapy Aldi brand from Aldi in Australia. Does the job just fine. Now for this is called Super Bowl. It's a dedicated toilet bowl cleaner. It doesn't go on any of the touch points or on the toilet lids. It's literally just inside the basin. So you squirt it around, you let it sit for 10 to 15 seconds just to do its work, and you scrub down into the water and use the water inside the toilet to scrub the inside part of the toilet bowl. That works fine. That's very good. It leaves it quite a nice scent too. Now this, it's unlabeled, but it's just bleach. So sometimes a little drip of bleach onto a non-coated surface for mopping usually works fine. I don't go too crazy with it. I don't put too much in. And that's it for chemicals. Now move on to a few tools that sort of supplement any of these chemicals and any of the rags that I have. Everyone knows this. It's a little block of magic eraser. It's good for removing, hang on, let me just move this around. I'll bring it around to a door here. It's good for door surfaces, edges. Quite easy, you know how to use it. It just removes any of the finger marks and fingerprints that are found in any of the spaces you're cleaning. Good for walls, good for bench tops, not abrasive, and doesn't leave any marks behind. Very good. Can be used wet, but I prefer it dry. Moving on next, just your typical toilet brush. We usually keep them. Usually once we've cleaned it, we'll clean this out under some hot water or a tap outside. Usually once I've scrubbed it, I will wrap the head up in the rag that I used to clean the toilet with, chuck it back in my caddy. Moving on to another thing, general feather, well not a feather duster, but a duster in general, microfiber, feather, whatever you want to use for it. Do your corners. It can be doubled as cobweb like I like to do on the inside. Do it around the outsides, do it around the outsides of windows, edges, cornices, the corners of the room. It's simple. You can do whatever you want with it, really. And that's almost it. Just as a general thing, you never know when you're going to need it. Just a general dish sponge, low abrasive scourer on the back, and just general application there. And as you've seen with some of the other videos, detailing brush for keyboards, little crevices you can't reach by hand or with the rag. That's perfect. It does everything you need. With all of that, that should cover 99% of your commercial cleans. There, obviously, I don't have it here now, but you'll have a backpack vacuum and mop and bucket. I have a red one, which is dedicated to bathrooms, toilets, shower rooms, communal areas, to mop that out. And I usually have a blue or a green mop and bucket for general floors, walkways, causeways, more common areas between people. So that's pretty much it. Depending on what sort of type of clean you're looking at, you're going to have a variation of any of the products that I've laid out here for you guys. So yeah, that's what you should expect from a commercial cleaner that has the right tools. Outside of that, like I said, it depends. Clean to clean, client to client, business to business. The color coding system, very important to not cross-contaminate. There's always cameras in sites. They're always keeping an eye out, make sure you're not taking the toilet rag into the office and wiping desks and vice versa. And yeah, it's just good common sense, and you want your cleaners to be as professional as possible, doing the right things, abiding by all the sort of protocols and everything. Every cleaner must carry an MSDS, material safety data sheet, telling you about what chemicals they use, how to safely handle it, and how to use them. You should also carry PPE, which I don't have at the moment because I'm not cleaning as yet, but your plastic gloves. Sometimes you need your long sleeves for more industrial type cleans, long pants, reflective, high-vis jackets at night is usually a good goer, And I do like to wear face masks when it's quite a dusty environment, so industrial sheds, cleaning amenities in the mines, all those sorts of things. So that's pretty much it from me now. That was just to give you a rundown of what to expect from your professional cleaner, and hopefully you enjoyed and this teaches you some stuff. I will be back later with another cleaning video with a interior exterior window clean using a squeegee and lamb's wool. Stay tuned and we'll see you again soon. Bye guys.